I'm Andy Davis and I'm the lead product support engineer at Martin Audio. We're here this week at Millennium Studios for another of the MLA 3-day training courses. The main part of my role at Martin Audio is delivering these 3-day training courses around the world. Here at Millennium we run access courses, so anybody from the industry can sign up, come along and find out how to use the MLA range of products.
I chose to do the Martin Audio course mainly because I'm very interested in Martin Audio. I really like their company and I'm very interested in the MLA technology, and I hope to use their systems in my work.
Day one of the course is all spent in a classroom style, and we go through various aspects of why we designed MLA in the first place. So we start with some physics, get some background into what happens when you start to put big sound systems together. We start talking about arrays and how they perform versus just using a single cabinet by itself. Then we go through a bit of how we got from building conventional systems into building conventional line arrays, and then why we developed MLA in the first place and what makes it different, what makes it special. They get to work through the software right from day one. MLA Compact are sold as complete systems. I take them on a guide through all the different things, the cabinets, the amp modules, cabling, infrastructure, racks, all that kind of thing. So on day two, the students come back in, and in the morning I take them through the second piece of software they need, our networking software, ViewNet, and we spend the morning going through how to get their settings uploaded into the array and all the different things you can do on the network software. Alongside the limiter metering, you have the readout of 2 different temperatures in your modules. After lunch, they get some exercise time. So I give them a workbook. They work through various different venues themselves, so they get familiar with programming the software in a classroom environment where they can stop me, ask questions at any time. They get to play with all the different software tools and try different things out. And that gives them a really good time to get familiar with the software before we go and do it for real on day 3. Day 3 is where we get the students to put everything into practice. So they get hands-on with all the speaker systems, hands-on with all the equipment. They have to measure the room themselves, come up with their own settings, fly the arrays. We've got MLA and MLA Compact to fly. They're going to put the arrays up, listen to what they've done. They get to listen to that thing that MLA does, covering the room really easily from the moment you turn it on. Then we're going to add some MLX subs. They're also going to ground stack MLA Mini, and we're going to get them all familiar with doing device discovery, playing with the software, looking at what happens on the online network. It's their chance to go and play.
It's not mega complicated. There's 2 different bits of software. Displays sort of the very sort of visual, your first port of call, the first bit of software, and that's relatively simple. It's very sort of methodical and very structured, and you go from point to point to point in a very natural manner. The ViewNet software is a bit more in depth, but it's a bit more in depth because it's a lot more powerful.
The technology behind it really covers a lot of issues which sound engineers have, and also time constraints in putting up a system which is very effective and efficient in such a short period of time. And I think they've really cracked it, and it's very superior on the market now.
I get to guide them through the rigging, show them how to rig it, but very much push them to do it all themselves. It's not so much guided as, come on, let's go do this.
Yes, we put together the system, and it was very, very easy to rig. All 3 systems were, and basically a lot less complicated than I would have imagined.
Well, I found it really easy, and I'm surprised how amazing it actually sounds in the constraints that we put the system in. Look at the real life scenarios that we could have in terms of avoiding reflections, where there's no audience. It really came up to scratch when it was put in those scenarios, and it really did all the hard work for you.
It's easier than my existing system.
The rigging is really easy to install. It's foolproof from sort of start to finish really. It's very, very versatile and very, very well engineered.
Without having to take the whole system down and change it, you can just change it with a few clicks, and it does sound really good.
I listen, very nice sound, yeah. It's really amazing, and the control of the system is incredible.
It really does sound good. It's really cutting edge.
Sounds fantastic.
Seriously, I want to buy this.
Being on the course and sort of just being part of the training and speaking with Andy and just actually getting really into the nitty-gritty of the technology and how it's actually got to this point has been fascinating.
I would definitely recommend the course to anyone else, especially who's very interested in the MLA technology, which is pretty much future-proofing yourself in the industry, I imagine.